Check out this little beauty. You haven't seen one of these on my channel for quite a while, considering they were a tradition of mine, I guess you could say. I used to mess around with G4s all the time, as you saw from my videos, and it's quite nice to have one back on my desk. Unfortunately though, it's not on here for the greatest of reasons. This is Leah's G4. You should recognise this from the unboxing. There's an unboxing of this Mac on YouTube. We got it directly from Scrumpy Macs, and they have a very good warranty and everything like that. However, it was a clearance item, and I can't quite remember the warranty status on this particular item. And it was quite a while ago now, so if it was a 3-month warranty or whatever, it's definitely run out by now. So this is a Power Mac G4 NDD, as you can see by the front. It's the original version. It's a dual 1GHz model. It's got a gig of RAM in it at the moment and an 80GB hard drive. Plenty for her. You can see I've added a couple of upgrades to it. We have a USB 2.0 card and a airport card, a non-official of course. And basically it's up here. I brought it back from Leah's house a couple of days ago. It's up here because it's facing problems, and it randomly powers off when it tries to boot up. I'm not sure if it's a software issue. That's what I'm going to try and find out tonight. If it carries on powering off, then I can pretty much say it's a hardware issue, I guess, but I will try and reinstall the operating system just in case. But of course I won't be able to do that if it keeps powering off, simply because I won't be able to install it, because that takes time, and it powers off after about 30 seconds of being on. So I've got it connected to my Mac Pro via Firewire. We have an 800/400. I've also got this keyboard connected. This is my keyboard for my G3. I love this little keyboard, and then excuse to use it is fantastic. And yeah, so basically all I'm going to do is try and recover the files off of it. It's not a big deal if I can't get them, because it's just a standard IDE disk. I can throw it in another computer that I have and grab the files off of that. But this will also be a good test to see if it stays powered on. So what I'm going to do is press the power button, and oh, can we do it on the keyboard, do you reckon? And I'm going to hold down T to put this into a target disk mode, and we'll see it appear here if it does do that. Guess you can't power this model up from the keyboard, too new. We'll hold down T. There's the faithful bong. Of course, we're not going to know when it goes into target disk mode because we haven't got a display connected. That Firewire logo normally comes up, but I'm keeping an eye on my Finder window on my Mac Pro. I think I may have to connect a monitor, simply so I know what's going on. Maybe this keyboard doesn't work with this Mac, but nothing's appearing. Okay, so my little test rig was a fail. Not to worry though, because the Mac didn't appear to power down. So what I'm going to do is, oh, what I already have done by the looks of it. I've popped the Power Mac here. I've retired the gaming PC for just a second. Everyone thinks I've ditched this, by the way, just because I haven't made a video on it, but I haven't. I'll make a video on it soon. I've been meaning to. Yeah, I still use it, and it sits down here alongside my Mac and the rest of my setup. But anyway, let's power up this Mac and see what it does. Now I've got it running through the KVM switch, and there's the bong, but there was no DVI on that graphics card, because it's the lower end card. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one with 32 megs of VRAM, and so I had to run a VGA cable from down there to this monitor here, but that doesn't matter because we're just trying to power up now. And there you go, there's the Apple logo. Hasn't detected the resolution, getting a lot of noise through the speakers, but then again they are at around full whack. the noise insulation on my original MDD through the onboard audio jack was pretty rubbish as well. I think it's all computers of that time have some pretty bad interference issues going on. So what used to happen is you used to get this spinning thing, and then it used to just die and just completely cut out. I heard the fan, it might have been my Mac Pro, I have no idea, but I heard some fan in here rev up then, just slightly. Because it could be a power supply issue, or it could be a motherboard issue, or a CPU issue, or a RAM issue, or God knows what. Hard to find out, and with the value of these kind of machines these days, pretty much pointless in trying to repair. A power supply for one of these will cost you the same amount as... Aha, there you go. Powered down. What's the verdict? I have no idea. What am I going to do now? I have no idea. Right then. I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to think. Okay, so here's the Mac, reaching the Mac Pro with my annoyingly short Firewire cable, and plugged into the KVM switch. You can see the USB lead there. I had to move the power lead because there wasn't enough space for it to reach round. So that's basically ruined my gaming PC setup, which I'll have to put back later. But anyway, we're going to try target disk mode and see if it fires up into that. Here's the screen. Come on. You know you want to. Please. I'll ask really, really, really nicely. Come on. Hey, look at that. Target disk mode. Now then, I can hopefully retrieve these files, but I'm not in a rush because I don't have enough time to retrieve the files anyway. If it shuts down. So I'm just gonna calmly begin receiving these files. Just to see what I can do. Now I haven't got access to my second display. Come on. This KVM switch sometimes takes a while to switch on the keyboard and mouse. Either that or I've disconnected the wrong thing. Okay. I have no keyboard and mouse connected to the Mac Pro, I don't think. My wiring has just confused myself. Oh no, here we go. It's kicked in. Aha, what's this? macOS 10 can't repair the disk Macintosh HD. Didn't ask you to repair it. Okay. What have we got going on? Okay, it's not loading the disk. Strange, very strange. Ah, there it is. There's the disk, Macintosh HD. Okay, I'm going to back up all these files and we'll see where we go from there. So I have fantastic news. This Mac's been powered up just fine running in target disk mode. And I've backed up all of the stuff. Leah's Mac backup. So, I think it's a software problem, which is fantastic. Very easily sortable. Brilliant. So, what do you think, guys? Time for a late night Leopard install? Do you know what? I think I will. I'm going to pop this Mac back on its little podium now I'm finished with the Firewire cable. And, well, I say it's little podium. It's the gaming PC podium, really. But anyway, I'm done with target disk mode. Sweet, really pleased. Okay, I'm going to dig out the Leopard disc and the iLife disc. Probably get that done tonight. A couple of updates maybe. Maybe I'll leave it updating overnight. And, yeah. Put all Leah's stuff back on then. Absolutely fantastic. So we got the Mac back up, all connected, ready to sit there for maybe a couple of days while I get all this transferring done. We've got audio. for obvious reasons. Ethernet, power, USB for keyboard and mouse, and VGA. So we are gonna press that power button and hold down the mouse button. There's our faithful bong in very nice quality. And in theory, the drive should pop out. Now, I don't know if Leah's used this drive. I expect it works. Does it work well enough for an OS install? I don't know. Some of these drives can be a bit dodgy. Okay, so it's opened up. That's a good start. And let's close it up. Now what we're going to do is restart the machine because it's booting off the hard drive, and we all know that that doesn't work. And we're going to start it up again and hold down the Option key. If you guys ever have a problem from booting from a CD, then the Option key is a great way to do it, because the Option key, as you guys know, or probably know, takes you to the Mac boot menu. But the great thing about this is it obviously delays the startup, you know. So if you've got a drive in where the disk takes a while to spin up, my G3 for example, the drive is very slow at spinning operating system disks, or any disks at all for that matter. So it's great to do it this way to get it to read disks. So on PowerPC based Macs it looks a bit dodgy, but basically once we get an arrow we can press that little arrow because it's found the Mac OS X install DVD. And I have never installed Leopard on this Mac, believe it or not. There you go, there's the arrow. I didn't reinstall it when I got it because I assumed that Scrumpy Macs did a good job. Not saying they didn't, but it hasn't been the most successful Leopard install that I've ever used. So, well, considering the fact that it shuts down when you try and turn it on. So a nice reinstall will be absolutely fantastic for it. Very interesting. Invalid memory access. Strange. Okay. Oh dear. Maybe not as simple as I thought. We've got some glitching going on. That's okay. Let's restart. Possibly a little bit of a RAM problem going on, but we'll see if we can get an OS on here. There is an OS on here now, of course, but as you all know, it's not booting. Maybe because of the RAM. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the install, maybe it's the RAM. Try booting from the disk one more time. Okay, time to start troubleshooting hardware. I'm going to remove my disk and then I'm going to take the machine off the shelf and reseat the RAM. I'm going to swap the slots, and also I will take out the airport PCI card and USB PCI card. Here's the inside of this beauty. I need to replace this. This could be giving me some problems, the internal battery. Not a huge deal, but I do want to replace it because it'll likely go very soon. I'm going to take this out, airport card, and I'm going to take this out, USB card, and I'm going to reseat the RAM. Don't know if it's original or not, doesn't look it from here. Okay, bear with me. Okay, so after a surprising struggle, this was pretty much jammed in. I managed to get the airport and the USB card out, and I've reseated the RAM into the two other slots just to see if that'll make a difference. And this is about as far as I can probably go tonight if this doesn't work. But let's hope this, as I get a text message in the background, let's hope this resolves the issue. Okay, let's see what you've got for me. Power up. Ooh, no bong. Scary. Maybe the jack has just slipped out the back slightly when I moved it. Yeah, the jack wasn't in at all. Here we have the Apple logo. Is it gonna boot up? Is it gonna shut down? Or is it gonna give me some kind of memory access error? Let's just sit back, relax and wait and see. You can hear the hard disk working away. Not the quietest hard disk. Might be a good idea to possibly replace this sometime in the near future. Of course this is Leah's Mac, so everything's up to her, but I can recommend certain things. I want to recommend maybe another 512 megabyte stick just to bring this up to 1.5 gigs of RAM. A gig is doing fine, but having that extra headroom would be really nice. So, what we're going to try and do now is do what we originally tried and boot from the OS disk. Let's just keep going around in circles. So let's get the drive to open. Come on. A little bit shaky today. Hopefully it's not coming out on the camera. That is such a forceful opening of the tray. Oh, there we go. Let's close her up. Well, this is pretty much the last thing I was expecting. I almost lost hope. But you can't lose hope in these kick-ass PowerPC machines. You really can't. Look at this. Okay, got the Leopard installer. Hopefully that random memory problem was caused by either the RAM seating in here or these cards. And hopefully the OS reinstall that will hopefully work now will resolve, I'm hoping so, will resolve the random shutting down issue. So, I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to reinstall this OS. Let's do some stuff. Now, I haven't got my tripod with me, so I'm going to try and do this best I can. Agree. Now, why can't I install on there? You've got a little... We can't install on there logo. You cannot install macOS 10 on this volume without changing your installation settings. Oh, okay. Right then. Let's have a quick look at this. My camera work is terrible. Ah, okay. Wants to install now. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to disk utility first. And I'm going to erase the hard drive this way. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm sure you won't miss the terrible camera work. So, I've just erased, as you saw there, just erased your disk utility. So now, let's close out of this. And select Macintosh HD. Awesome stuff. We'll do continue. And we'll customize the install. Okay, we are going to get rid of printer drivers and language translations. I'm not getting any of this. And we're done. We'll go to install. Awesome stuff. Simple, simple. Fantastic. Skip. We don't want to check the DVD. That's boring. Let's leave this installed and see if it succeeds. It might give me some errors. I'm not too sure. I'm going to get on with some college work while this does its thing. Okay, so it's been going for about 10 minutes maybe, and it's come up with about 1 hour and 32 minutes remaining. Obviously it won't be that long, at least I don't think it will, judging by the time that it's taken for the progress bar to reach there, but I've never had time estimations quite that large before, but as you can see it's already creeping down, so that's not too bad. It's definitely not the quickest Mac I've installed Leopard on, but I must have installed Leopard now, gosh, on maybe 4 or 5 G4s, my G5, and it's really, you know, the list is growing, so... Oh, no! Where's it gone? Ah, right. I get scared when that kind of thing happens. I'm just gonna swap the KVM. And hopefully, yeah. I thought the Mac had shut itself down, that was scary. But anyway, I'm going to leave this do its thing, and I'm going to carry on doing my research for college. We're down to the 2-minute mark. Didn't take very long. Yeah. Did take quite long, actually. Not the quickest. I think it was 8:45 when I originally intended to start this process. But I did have to faff around with all that stuff. So I guess it's not too bad. Hopefully get some updates and stuff done tonight. I've finished my research, so I'm pleased about that. While this is updating, I've got plenty of things I can be getting on with. Unfortunately, I've got some ironing to do. Not that you guys want to know that, but it's kind of boring. And yeah, I think I'll stop recording now and start up again when something exciting happens. Finally! It's been on about a minute for a good 5 minutes. But that's common. So we're gonna restart it, and hopefully we'll get an intro video. Look at the resolution difference, guys. There's that menu bar. Oh no, you missed it. But hopefully you can see that this one's a lot smaller. It's a crazy difference, but of course, as soon as I get into the OS, I can change the resolution. This is a very non-powerful graphics card in this machine. Ooh, look, the resolution's changed. Fantastic. I'm going through VGA as well. But this graphics card is maybe a GeForce. It's not an ATI card, it's an NVIDIA GeForce 3, possibly, with 32 megs of VRAM. I could be getting that totally wrong. But it's one of the stock cards, one of the lower end stock MDD cards. It's not the 9000 Pro 64 meg, which is what you normally find in these machines. It's the one below that. So Leopard is a bit sluggish on the things like stacks and minimizing, but it's pretty good. Let's see if we get an intro video. I think we're gonna. Come on. Hey. Full screen as well? Absolutely flawless. Fantastic. I'm going to install, I'm going to fill in all of this stuff rather, and yeah, I'm going to start doing updates and stuff. He's talking to me.
Turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use it.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for tonight. It's Wednesday night. It's about 10:15. And I'm going to do some updates now, iron a shirt for tomorrow, jump in the shower and go to bed, and I will join you tomorrow night for finishing off this video, probably showing you the fact that it's hopefully all working well. Still not 100% sure what the problem was, but hey, everything I've done seems to have solved it, and everything should be fine when I put those cards back in now. If it isn't fine when I put those cards back in, we know that those cards are defective, and I guarantee you it's the airport card. But anyway, thank you. Oh no, it's not thank you for watching. I'm carrying on tomorrow night. So yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow night. So it's the next day, everyone. I've come back from college, been back about half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. I've got quite a few things done already. Yeah, about that time, maybe even about 40 minutes. I've got the MDD going here, Leah's MDD, as I'm sure you can hear in the background, and let me just show you the progress. So even though the iTunes icon hasn't changed, it's just because the dock hasn't refreshed. everything's updated, as you can see, new iTunes, and I'm in the process of installing iLife. That's what's happening here. iLife 09 onto the machine, and because of course iMovie 09 doesn't work on PowerPC Macs, I've put on iMovie HD, which of course the icon will appear after I restart the machine. Everything's going well, and I know exactly what the problem was now, everyone, that was causing all the glitches and whatnot. It was a defective RAM stick. So the OS reinstall wasn't fully necessary, but there'd been a few kernel panics and whatnot, I gather, because of the RAM. So I thought it would be nice to have a big clean start, and also I want this Mac to last a long time for Leah, and if it's sort of under my own site, this is my OS install and everything, I know what I'm doing, whereas before it was all done by Scrumpy Max. So anyway, you can see we're running on half a gig of RAM at the moment, which is not cool at all. If I go into, I'm trying to do the left-handed mouse thing that I fail at. Where is it? Memory. There you go. You can see that 512 meg stick that we put in slot number 3. I mean, it's a bit of a shame because RAM is quite expensive for these. I think it's maybe about £16-18 for a brand new stick of 512, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for second-hand RAM, and I know there is some on eBay at the moment. There's 2 gigabytes of second-hand RAM on eBay at the moment for Power Mac G4s, so that's cool. I might keep an eye on that, and yeah, so that's going well. Basically, I'm going to carry on with the Mac tonight and keep updating you. Nothing too much exciting, so there won't be many updates from now, but I'm also going to do a little bit of work on the PC, just dusting it a little bit and whatnot, and right now I've got to go and get in all of my lighting equipment because, as you can see, underneath my bed is completely bare, apart from a couple of random clips and whatnot. But anyway, I'm gonna organise myself and update you when something exciting happens. Hi everyone, big progress. Like I said, all the updates are done. iLife is installed, so that's fantastic, and I'm just sorting out iTunes right now, so this isn't taking too long at all. Which is good. I just need to sort a bit more iTunes stuff out and then install some applications that Leah uses. I've got to try and remember what was on here. I should have made a list. But anyway, as far as the rest of my evening is going, I've got the gaming PC up here. Basically, what I'm going to be doing later on is I never did finish my cathode mounting because I haven't really taken this thing apart since the build series. So here's my inverter for my cathode kit, and I finally thought of a good place to put it. I'm going to put it up here and then run a couple of cable ties in these holes, and I'll have one cathode there remaining. You can see there's one there. And I'm going to take this back one off because I think it's horrible looking with this cable going across. I'm going to take this back one off and hopefully mount it somewhere around here, around by the fan, or maybe just up here above the inverter. I'm not too sure, but it'll look good wherever it goes. I think it might even fit like along there. I'm not too sure, but anyway, I'm going to work on that after I arrange my room. As you can see, I've brought all my stuff in from the van, and I've got a lot of packing away to do, but first I've got to take all of these clamps off. I've just started doing them now. As you can see, I've got to take all of these off, so it's going to take me a little while. I'm going to be here for about maybe half an hour taking these clamps off and packing this stuff under my bed because it's quite a tight squeeze. But anyway, I'm going to keep things going with the Mac and get on with this lot. Okay, so I'm getting there, guys. All the stuff is packed away in my room, so I can now continue with Leah's Mac. I completely forgot that I needed to put this stuff back in. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pop this lot in, and hopefully I didn't break anything when I took it out because I was in a bit of a rush to take it out. So as you can see, we have the network card plugged in, and we have the USB card back in with my pen drive in just to test it out. So let's go and see if these PCI cards cause any problems. I really hope they don't, because they both really need to be there. Those two PCI cards is basically what makes an MDD. Well, if you've got a wired network in the particular room that you're in, then you pretty much only need the USB 2.0 one, but in Leah's case, she really needs that airport card. So everyone, that concludes the repair for Leah's Mac. Just got to sort out a few more things, dock and whatnot, but it was that stick of RAM you can see that the airport card is working absolutely fine, and so is the USB card. There's the Mac down there in all its glory. Really can't complain. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope I can get another video up soon, very soon, and I hope you've enjoyed this one, and hopefully there won't be one similar to it soon, because that'll mean that it's broken again. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and as usual, I'll see you in the next video.